welcome back. Today I'm actually going to be talking about how I stopped smoking cigarettes. And it was a lot easier than I thought. It just took a lot of mental time to get to the point where I could actually stop smoking. For who knows how long, I have been telling myself that I need to quit smoking. Every night I would be thinking, tomorrow I'm not going to smoke. Today was the last day that I was going to smoke. And you know what? I would wake up the next day and light a cigarette up, thinking, like, why do I need to even be doing this? What is the point of smoking? It has no health benefits, and honestly, what it is I believe it's just the motion of actually doing it, because it's just like one of those cheap ways you can, take a break. I mean, at work, you get 5 minutes to go outside and chill, and you have an excuse to go do so, even though you really don't need that 5-minute break to do anything, because honestly, we're meant to work. The human body is meant for motion, and sitting there and smoking a cigarette is, I believe, just preserving the human body in that state and then slowly decaying it. So it doesn't quite make sense. But I officially have not smoked a cigarette in a whole week. Well, about a week. Give it like 3 more hours and then it'll officially be a whole week since I haven't smoked a Marlboro Red cigarette or whatever. Cowboy killers, yeehaw! Yeah. But the way that I actually stopped smoking, I honestly quit smoking cold turkey. Like, last Friday, got into the car, drove to my grandma's house, that's 3 hours away from here, and I haven't picked up a cigarette since I came back. For a whole week, almost, today, I have not smoked a cigarette. I just stopped. The one thing that did help me quit, for that long car drive, since you're not really doing anything, you're just kind of like sitting there staring at the road, basically staring into the yellow lines going down or the white line, depending on if you're on the highway or the interstate. You just want to do something other than, rock out to some music. Because when you have a 5-year-old in the car, it usually doesn't work out that well. You usually get yelled at to turn the music down because mom's rocking too hard. So, you had to tone it down a little bit. But what I did to get myself not to smoke or even stop at a gas station to do any of that was got one of these blue cigarettes. And I'm not really a big fan of the flavor. It's too cherry, cigar-y, I guess. To be perfectly honest, I am not addicted to the nicotine. I quit and I may be having withdrawal symptoms. I'm not really sure. But in the last week, other than me not being able to sleep, which is actually really normal, nothing has really changed other than that I feel a lot healthier. I've never had that whole panicky, oh my god, I'm quitting smoking cigarettes, life is ending as we know it. Fuck. No. That's not me at all. I just stopped and I went away. I got away from everybody who smokes and hung out with people who didn't smoke, and I was okay with that. I guess I'm considered a grade A social smoker. But it got to the point in my life where I was almost smoking a pack a day by myself. That was a little bit too much. Maybe it was because of stress. Who knows why I started smoking so heavily. Used to only smoke 5 cigarettes a day, and then it just increased, and shit. It was consuming my life because I felt like I was just waiting for time to pass, watching the clock to see when I was going to smoke my next cigarette. And that's not how life should be. I should be worried about, progressing in life, not how I'm going to kill myself in the next 5 minutes. Anything like that. It's just like, I don't see the point of smoking. I see that it's an addiction, but I was really never addicted to the actual chemical. I was addicted to the motion of smoking. Picking up something, putting in your mouth, and just doing something. Maybe my life's that boring that I need to sit down every hour for 10 minutes and smoke the cigarette, but I don't know. I don't know why I did it. But ever since I stopped smoking, I have totally noticed some mentionable changes in myself, such as my complexion, my skin color. It has returned. Like, I'm not as white as a sheet anymore, and I don't look like I'm constantly like a fucking zombie because my eyes aren't sunken in all the way. I actually have like life back to my face. And you know what? Those little lines you see on old people from people who smoke? Yeah, that's from cigarettes. I've actually been looking at people lately, and right around their lips, you can totally tell if they're a smoker or not. Because when you do that constant sucking motion with your lips, you start getting little lines around, lines. And the more you smoke and the older you get, the worse they get. On me, I started noticing them a little bit, but hopefully that'll go away. I've noticed I can taste better. Everything has a better taste. It's more flavorful. The only complaint that I really have that I have noticed is 4 days after I quit smoking, my throat started hurting. And I'm not quite sure why. It just started hurting. Maybe my lungs are healing themselves and I gotta get rid of all that shit that's like deep down in there. I don't know, but it's kind of going away now. Hopefully that's just one of those quitting symptoms. Overall, I feel so much more healthy. I never really had a problem quitting. It's like cold turkey. And for these blue cigs, I don't even hit this. Like, this is when I see it. But honestly, this was what helped me quit smoking. Because it's a very good alternative to people who just like the motion of smoking. It's really hard to explain. Maybe I'm just weird because I can just stop. I feel like I can't get addicted to anything. I don't know. But I just wanted to make a video about me quitting smoking for insurance that maybe I'll be able to look back on this and see why I quit and how well I was doing and how happy I am now that I have. Even though it's only been a week, I feel so much better. I feel like I could run a mile, I can breathe, I have more energy. I feel like a reborn human being. I don't know. I know one time before I did quit smoking and it lasted about a year. But after that year, I kind of started back up again because I had a few stressful things happen in my life and I really just couldn't handle it, and everybody around me was smoking. So I guess one night after I've been drinking a little bit, I picked up a cigarette and then started back up again. Probably been smoking for like the last 6 years, and that's a really long time for smoking, and I just believe it's time to stop. There's no point. It's a waste of money. I could be saving, well, with the rate of inflation of cigarettes and taxes, like $6.35 now, like for a pack of cigarettes. And if you decided to do all of that on a calculator, there are 365 days in a year. Say that you smoke a pack a day. So you take 365 days times $6.35, because that's the price of Marlboro Reds, of course. And you times that. So 365 times 6.35 equals $2,317.75. That's a lot of money to be wasting on something so consumable. You could be wasting that on fancy food, or you could be having a jewelry addiction. So with that $2,000 I just saved by quitting smoking, I could buy whatever I want. In fact, I could save that much money in a whole year and probably go on a cruise for that. Probably a cruise for 2 with that. Like, this is insanity. How do people... I don't understand how I've been smoking this long. I'm so glad I'm quitting, and the benefits of life, I feel, are just going to be so much better now that I've quit. More money, better health, more free time. It's honestly, cigarettes is just a waste of time. A good waste of 10 minutes, 5 minutes, depending on if you smoke hundreds or shorts or 72s. 83s, 99s, they have so many different lengths of these cigarettes. You want to be fancy and put it in that like little stick thing and be like Cruella de Vil. Yeah, I just needed to talk about that, get it out of my system, and hopefully now that I've talked about it out loud, I will be able to continue my journey of being smoke-free. Well, thank you guys for listening. I'll probably make another video like a month from now just to tell y'all how it's working out with the not quitting smoking, and maybe I can tell some different benefits of what I've gone through. Since it's only been a week, I haven't learned a lot. But don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and those thumbs up. Leave a comment if you want to. Later.